Hello, today I'm going to talk about this book that's called The Dog Who Saved the World. And the author for this book is called Ross Welford. And I'm going to read the text back here and then I'm going to talk about this book. When 11-year-old Georgie, befriends an eccentric retired scientist, she becomes the test subject for a thrilling new experiment, a virtual reality 3D version of the future. But then a deadly disease threatens the life of every dog in the country, and George's beloved dog, Mr Mash, gets sick. And that's only the start of her troubles. And now I'm going to talk about this book. So it starts with George or Georgie. I'm going to say Georgina because that's her real name. So I'm going to say Georgina. Georgina and Rams, they say Rams, but his name is Raham. So I can say Rams or Raham sometimes. Raham, they two are friends, and they are going to meet a person called Doctor or DR. That means Doctor Precious. Something like that. I'm going to say precious because it's like more, I can read it more, but it's like precious and something like that. But now I'm going to talk more. So it's this, they're going to meet this person, and they put on like a helmet, or a bicycle helmet, and they go in like a virtual reality and they see things, but it's not very realistic. And this Dr. Precious is working on a big thing, and they do not know what this big thing is. It's like almost normal, just that they're going to meet this Dr. Precious. But then Georgina has or had a dog, but likes dog very, very much. And it's rule number 1. Do not say rule number 1 to someone else. Rule number 2. If the person do not like, if a person do not like dogs, do not be friends with them, or not be friends. Do not trust them. And that rule number 1, it just come to my mind and I wanted to say it, but it was actually not in the book. But so then one day Georgina makes a mistake, but she does not even think of it. She lets a sick dog lick her hand, and she or I think it was hair, or it was something else just on her body, and then she let the other dogs lick her hand, and they got the germs and other stuff from that dog on their in themselves, and they got sick. And when these dogs meet other persons, they give the germs to the persons, and the persons become sick. And when they do not know that, they meet each other, and then they make each other sick. And in the last part, everybody's sick and everybody's going to die. But no, not like that. It has not happened yet that all that is going to happen, but almost now it's everybody dog sick. So it says if somebody sees a dog outside, if you see a stray dog make a phone call to this number, a number, and then they're going to like kill the stray dogs. So dogs that are out there are going to kill, just like kill, like that. And that is not fun to hear to Georgina. And then they're going to have their first like experiment that they're actually going to put on their helmet. And then they go in 1 week into the future, and they go to like store, and they see like some numbers for a winning lottery, lottery, I think it's called like that. And then it's like they are trying to get in. They look at what day it is at I think, and it says one. It does not like say 1 week in the future, but if you compare it to the day that the dates now, not now for us, for them, and 1 week after that. It's 1 week after that. That day it is when they're in the virtual reality. So then they go in, and so now they like take it off, and it works like good. Just it comes like a scorpion and like just stings them, or not them, stings so Georgina. And she has like a headache, and she goes to the hospital, and she is not supposed to say it, but she says about Dr. Precious or Precious to her dad, and her dad gets to know that, and that is not very good. Or it's like good for dad to know, but it's not good for Dr. Precious. And then they do not like stop to go to Dr. Precious, and they have one thing they're going to do. They're going to save the world. Now it's counting down to the day that they're going to like kill every dog they see. It's a stray or not, they're just going to kill every dog they see, because this like it's almost like COVID-19. You could say that we have right now, but it's not very. It's like a normal sickness right now, but before it was not a normal sickness, COVID-19. Very many people died, and very many people got sick. I actually got sick. I got COVID-19, but like you see now, I'm not dead. Because, or I cannot say because, but I can say a little bit because. Because I was little, when you was little, it was not so bad as when you got older of COVID-19. But now I'm going to go back to the book. So then it is like they go to like a hospital, not walk, but they go into a car and go there. Into a car or like a car, and they go to the hospital. They take out Dr. Precious because Dr. Precious had a heart attack and Dr. Precious got into hospital. They take her out, and they first Raham and Georgina, they go to go into the virtual reality. 1 year after that, it went good for Georgina, not for Raham or Rams. So then Rams needs to go out So now it's only Georgina. She comes in and she meets herself just 1 year after that, and she's trying to get the cure. She had a little bit left. She did not get the cure, so they're going to try again. But now she has like 10 minutes to get everything, or 11 minutes. So then she actually gets the cure. She cannot eat the cure by herself, but she makes her dog eat the cure. And then when he poops, or I don't know how, but when they take out the formula so you can make the cure, it went perfectly. They have saved the world, and that's how this book is called The Dog Who Saved the World. This book, and actually that was all for this book. This book is so good, so interesting. I like it so much. It's how I like dogs, and I like about time machines and the future and virtual reality. It's almost a perfect book for me, and it's so fun to read. This book is very good, very interesting, and I recommend it so much. And my best character for this book is called Georgina, Rams, and Dr. Precious. And my next book is a Swedish book, I think. And bye bye!